Hello? Hello? How's it going? Can you hear me? Does it sound good? Does it sound okay? Welcome. Welcome to the Alveus Sanctuary Recap. The stream just came back online just in time. Thank you, Space. So this is the first time that we're doing this, and I probably put too much time into it, but not enough time. Why do you have two microphones? I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm figuring this out still. So next year it should be. We'll see how it goes, and next year we can refine it. So at the end, I will ask you what you guys thought and what we could do. So in that regard, let's. Do we need some background? No, we don't need background music. Do we need chat on here to enable it for Mick for a VOD? Is that something we need to do? I had some fun with this. This is actually kind of crazy doing this review. So, very excited. Very excited for this. 2025, we break less rock sauce. Sure. Oh, I want to do I top right? Let's do upper right. Upper right's probably a good one. I have a lot of hidden emotes everywhere. So, we did not set it up. Okay, I'm sorry, Mick. Well, this should be good. So, all right, let's get into it. Alveus Sanctuary Recap 2024. This is how it all started.
Hi, I'm Maya. I'm a wildlife rehabilitator, I'm a falconer, I'm a conservationist, and I'm a streamer. I started streaming in April of 2019, and I do lots of different content on my stream, but I have tried to make the focus of my channel conservation education. So lots of animal content. I've had hawks, falcons, raccoons, crows, horses, lots of different animals on my stream. So I've worked with them, and then I've learned about a lot of different species through my conservation podcast as well. And through my 2 years on Twitch, I've felt my viewer base fall in love with those animals and those species alongside me, which has been super, super cool and the most beautiful experience of my life. But there's also a really dark side to the whole thing, and that is that the natural world that these animals come from is being absolutely decimated. The UN estimates over 1 million plant and animal species are threatened with extinction today. Pollution, habitat loss, climate change, the wildlife trade, exploitation, general human intervention is causing us to lose species at rates unprecedented in human history. We're experiencing a mass extinction. So I'm really excited to say that this video is about Alveus, a nonprofit organization that I founded that'll function as an exotic animal sanctuary and as a virtual education center here in Texas. I'm building out a facility so we can provide permanent homes to non-releasable exotic animals, whether it be because of permanent injury or because they're confiscated from the illegal pet trade. And those animals will function as ambassadors, so people, my viewers, can watch their journeys and their lives and get to know those animals and fall in love with them, and then hopefully fall in love with their species and care about their wild counterparts, and then care about the world that they come from. But that's not even the coolest part. The coolest part about this whole thing is that the facility is going to be structured for content collaborations. I've met so many streamers, creators, YouTubers over the past 2 years who are brilliant, and they all have viewer bases of their own, and Alveus will be set up so that they can come and make content with those animals. They can meet them, they can learn about them, I can teach them about conservation, and in turn teach their audiences about conservation, because by combining our platforms, we're going to maximize our impact for spreading conservation messages across categories, across platforms, across nations. We can unite millions and millions and millions of online users for conservation. So it's going to take a lot to make this happen. I've started a $500,000 capital campaign to build out this facility to make this dream a reality. If you'd like to support that,
she goes in and talk about if you want to support it, here's how you support it, and it's like streamers and stuff like that. But that is, that was the vision. That's where it started. And we're coming up on almost 4 years old. We're a few months away from being 4 years old. And it's crazy how far we've come. And you're going to see how far we've come. And I'm doing a comparison. I was going into this, like doing 2023 versus 2024. But then I was like, you know what? We've never really done a 2021, 2022, 2023 review. So let's do a full review. And really, we're looking at the first 3 years.
People
or like the first,
wow.
Yeah, 2021, 2022, for 11 months. Yay. 2024, are we? No, we're almost 5 years old. I can't. Can't
People
think.
Pug, wow.
Yeah. Are we almost 5?
Spidey underscore
2021, we're about to be 2024, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. We'll be 4 years old in a few months. Yes. Jeez. Okay. Almost 4. Can't do math. Thank you so much for the subs, by the way. So anyway, Maya had a 5-year plan, and we got done with that really, really soon. And I'm doing a review from 2021, combining 2021, 2022, 2023 versus 2024, because it's actually insane to watch those 3 years versus this last year. And it's crazy. Thanks, Kayla. Thank you for that comment. And this is also how it started. So, bald CEO. It's thank you so much for your sacrifice, Maya, for raising all that money. It's a good time. So, I want to go over some of the ambassadors, some of the ambassadors. This was Georgie in 2021. And now Georgie, look at him. He's so big. He's huge, and he's still the king. So, he was so small. And then we had the studio, 2021. It started out like this on the left side. And now, and during the Halloween event, Oliver there, that was the studio. Insane, right? And this is the studio now. You guys are familiar with that. And we'll talk about Studio 2025 in a minute. But you guys know what it looks like now. Pasture. Look, the pasture had grass. Crazy. It was a lot. It hadn't been trampled yet. It hadn't been eaten. It was cool. The donkeys look so different. So much green. Surely it'll grow back. It is going to grow back. Don't you worry. Yeah. So that's Pasture 2021.
Pug, wow.
Ocock underscore
Devin, thank you so much.
3 months.
This is the pasture now minus the smiles that are there now. So this is an aerial shot here. So what we have done in 2024, for the people that are unaware, is we've added a pool here for Stompy. We got to put some shade cloth here. This lower right side is going to be Stompy's splash pad with shade cloth over that. This barn here is doing really well. We're going to rework that in 2025 to have some lights, a little bit more electrical fiber coming down to it. And then we have the shelter down here that's going to have water and electrical, maybe put a cam in there. But really, this shelter was built because Acero and
Juggling Grenades
Juggling
just
Grenades.
gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Thank you so much for the 5. So Acero and Winnie would kind of keep the donkeys and Stompy out of the main shelter, the first shelter, when they when there's like a storm. So we built this, and it's a little bit quieter down here for the donkeys to get some shelter, give them some more options, whatnot. So that's been really, really good. And we've got these Earth Smiles built in. They're not on this drone shot, but we do have smiles that are collecting water, that's allowing a place for grass, for shrubs, for beneficial soil bacteria to kind of flourish, reduce erosion, and really grow it out. And then we also just put a pipe at the Purple Martin nest, so we can always run a camera up to that. But the Earth Smiles are actually working. There is grass in the pasture. It's coming up on winter, even though it was like 87 degrees yesterday, which is crazy, in December, basically January. So once spring hits, this pasture should be greened out a lot. And I've already kind of leaked it, but I'll leak some more pasture plans later in this presentation. But it does look like the Amazon logo. You're gonna be able to see a lot more of the greenery that you don't see at the top. The top looks a little bit more bare. There's a lot more greenery at the base. So we've got a lot of leaks. Maya authorized me to have a lot of leaks. I need to get out of the way so we can see Stompy's emote there. Wait, can you explain what the Earth Smiles actually are? So they're berms of dirt that are pretty large, that as water they're at like the base of hills. So as water flows down the hill, it gets stopped in that little area. And then it's just a nice moist area for plants to grow from and then expand. This is an African technique that we learned from some YouTube videos, which is really cool. So this was the nut house. This is the best picture I could find of a nut house in 2021. Insane. Gross. It is. Look at that floor. Look at those walls, those plastic shelves. Yeah. Wonderful, right? And I don't know if you were around at this time, this AC unit leaked into the wall and molded this whole wall out. We didn't find that till maybe like a year after this picture or this video was taken. So,
Case purchased merch Alveus
Nice.
2025 calendar. Happy New Year's.
Happy New
Smile.
Year's. Yeah, get your calendar now. I'll show it later. This is a nut house now. There we go. Nut house now. It's a little cluttered. This was taken earlier today. It is so much better. And during the Stay Hardathon, we're going to declutter it a little bit. But there's a lot going on. As you can see, we have new lighting. We've got an island. We've got new flooring. We've got more tech, refrigerator, all the shelving, a lot more chickens in there. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy. Or it is crazy. It's going to be even better during the Stay Hardathon, which is in a few days. All right, here's the tool barn. You take credit for the island idea. Thank you. Thank you for that idea. The tool barn. Oh, the tool barn. Gross. But now, tool barn plus the laundry room. Let me. So much better, so much more organized, beautiful, amazing. We're so much more efficient, have more space. We've built it out so well. So I love it. I love it so much. And it's only getting better. We just need to put lights in there. The revamp stream was great. Thank you. Yep, loving it. So, parrots. This was the parrot enclosure at the start. It was on the back of Ella's portrait, now the HQ. And you can see at this screenshot, there's just nothing there. Nothing there at all. And now, look at all this. Look at all that development.
Wow.
We've got chicken
Nemoko
enclosure.
subbed for 37 months.
37
Alveus,
months.
Hey, Alveus chatting.
Thank you so much. You can show the video afterwards if you like. Let me see. Which one is this? Oh, this is cool. No, let's do it right now. Parrot aviary. Chickens. Studio. Look at that. Nutrition house. Gross. Looking good. For the island. Marmoset enclosure. Just nothing. Look at it now. Nothing. Nice. This is a year and a half ago. Okay. Box. So much grass. As a year and a half ago. Thank you, Mick. I should have used those for screenshots. That is great. The only water source was the water from the house. Yes.
People pop.
All right.
Wow.
So enclosures, we've come a long, long way. Risky Biscuit. Dude, y'all have been staying hard for years. Well, Daniel, wait till the end. You gotta watch the end there. Because I show the hardest people that we have at Alveus at the very end. So, yeah, we've come a long, long way. Talking enclosures, development of the property, just everything. And I just want to say it's thanks to you guys. Thank you so much for all the support, allowing us to build this out and for you to come along on this journey. So it's doing the deep dive into this has just been really amazing to see where we come in. And it's always comes back to because you guys have supported us through and through. And you guys see us when we mess up. I mess up the concrete or something, or the parrot plexi. You know, you guys see the bad stuff and you see the great stuff too. Start over. I just got here. Sure thing, Joe. Joe who? Or the swing. Yeah. Like you guys get to see everything. So we are ramping it up even more in 2025. And I will tell you about that.
People pop.
See
Wow.
top.
Hydrotropes _
Yo,
sub
31
for 31
months. Thank you.
Alveus love.
And it has only our output has only increased because we have such amazing staff. So in 2021, it was just Maya and Ella for 8 months. Doing all of that for 8 months is insane. And so Maya then I've been doing a little bit of a few little projects here and there, flying for network stuff and cameras and Wi-Fi.
Tatsu80
Tatsu, thanks so much for 7 months. Happy New Year.
Cooper Wave Pride, Happy New Year's.
We, I did a little bit of stuff, and then in October, right before the Halloween event, Kayla and I moved from Tennessee to Texas. And then Space moved here December 2022. For some reason, we started hiring people in December of those years. Lindsay and Nick, December 2023. Shruti and Amanda, 2024. And in 2025...
People pop. Wow.
I want to leak it. I'll leak it later towards the end when we look towards 2025. So stay tuned. We will leak it. I promise. I'll give you a hint. Three leaks in regards to 2025.
Wow.
Neocre91
You're fine. Thank you so much.
6 months.
6 months.
5.
Hello? All right. So I want to get into the stats. And I'm allowed to share these. I'm so happy that I get to share these stats and kind of go into it. Because they're insane, guys. Insane. All right. Alveus, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Almost 3 years on Twitch. It's 914 days. These are our stats. Live cam started in November 16th, 2022. So 35 million live views. Average of 600 viewers, had 160 followers, 60,000 followers, 40K unique chatters, 10.3K hours streamed. That's really cool. Now, let's compare that to 1 year of 2024. And I'm going to go back and forth, so keep up a little bit here. In 2024, 31, in just 1 year, 365 days, 31 million live views. For 914 for the previous 3 years, that's 35 mil. So in 1 year, we almost did as much as we did in 3 years, just in 2024. We are averaging 200 plus more viewers. And that's an average, we have all these huge ups and downs that you'll see on these streams. And these weren't necessarily 24-hour live cams of the previous years. So to average that amount is insane. Followers, almost as much as in, right? Almost as much as in 3 years. Unique chatters, higher in 1 year versus 3 years. Time streamed, almost as much as in 3 years. So it is insane. I was trying to compare. I was going to break down 2021, 2022, 2023, but I'm like, it's just hard to keep up with. But at the end of the day, it's 3 years of previous versus 2024, and 2024 is keeping up, if not beating, those 3 years. So, actually crazy. So, Alveus live cams. So I had to like kind of guesstimate these. Hello, I can't move my cam. Oh well. Because I couldn't actually remember what all we did with the cams. But our first 3 cams was thanks to Mick for finding these, was the Crows, Noodle, and Georgie. Well, Mick told me about those, but it was Danza that linked these clips. So thank you so much. In 2025, I don't know how many cams we're going to do, so I'm not going to project. But yeah, the Crows was the old Marmoset enclosure. Noodles enclosure, compared to what we have now, looks like complete crap. But for the time, it worked. It worked well. Georgie's had solid enclosure for most of the time. So it's insane. She loved her hammock. At least she
Cleo
did.
_C donated $10.
Thank you so much for the 10. 2025, I'm going to leak some ambassadors for 2025, which will include some cams. So stay tuned. Remember when you could have all the cams on a screen at one time on a stream? Yep, that was crazy. So YouTube, first video is like 1.5 years of YouTube here. The stats, almost 50 million views. Watch time. It's a lot of watch time. Subscribers, almost 200K subscribers. And then that's 1.5 years compared to YouTube in 2024. Less views, but that's okay. Way more watch time, a decent amount of subscribers. So let's compare the two. We're going to flip back to 2020, the previous one, 50 mil views, versus, 25 mil. So like pretty good. Those GIFs, you like the GIFs? ADHD brain. Yeah, I told you it would be a very professional stream. So good numbers on YouTube. All right. And then for all other stats, feel free to go over to our website. We have the annual reports up there, and you can get more in-depth stats if you're interested. And then we have new transparency ratings on Candid, which is Guide Star, and Charity Navigator. Charity Navigator needs to get updated to 4 stars because we just completed that, but they're not doing that till like February that they update that rating. But we have the highest ratings on these third-party charity audit websites. So that is super huge and shows that we're really committed to transparency, and you guys can see it all on stream as well. And it's awesome that we can do that, and I absolutely love that. So if you want to learn more about that, you can visit our website or go to Candid or Charity Navigator. So, all right, Alveus collabs. So in 2023, 15 collabs raised almost 18K. 2024, 27 collabs raised $153.9 thousand. Okay, $153,990. Crazy. Absolutely insane. So that has been a huge boost, and one of the reasons why we are redoing our studio, and we're going to revamp our collab, or Maya's going to revamp the collabs as a whole to make it a little bit more fun and fresh, so it doesn't feel as recycled. I mean, there's still going to be a lot of it, but way more interactive things that we are building, which is going to be amazing. Yes, that's coming up, Joe. So this is an estimate of how many Red Bulls have been drank at Alveus in 2024. I think it's 724 per day. No, for the year. I'm so dumb. It's not just me. Okay. Volunteers it keeps it going. It keeps it going. So, thank you guys for the wish list to help keep us going, help us work very, very hard, very fast. It's huge. What about Dr. Pepper? I don't know how to. I should calculate Dr. Pepper. I didn't think about it, but that's a relatively new development, the Dr. Pepper stuff. So, blame the volunteers. Yeah. All right. Where can I put top left? Nope. This is an estimate of how much poop has been scooped in 1 year, which is 40,150 pounds, which is the amount of a Greyhound bus. So that's a lot of poop. That's a lot of poop. We are some future stuff that I'll talk about the poop. I have mentioned a lot of the stuff I've mentioned already on stream, but I'm kind of condensing it for people that might have not seen it. We are looking to compost all the poop. We're working with a company that we're trying to get the quote for how much it is going to be to have a separate dumpster that's taken to the composters, and then they would bring back the dirt once it has been composted. So we get to keep that. And we have to compare that to the price of getting a bobcat or like a tractor to help do composting here. And then we compare the numbers and see what is worth time and money and stuff like that. So harvest methane for generator? Yes. So we're trying very hard to compost because it's a lot. So skid steer bobcats, yeah, I call them the same thing. What would you ever use the dirt for? We have a lot of erosion issues, so helping bring dirt back to the pasture around Alveus and seeding it, stuff like that. So, yeah, bobcat does have a lot of use past the compost. It's just like it does take a lot more time, repairs, stuff like that. We'll run some calculations. So, yeah. So, fun stats here. Average steps animal care staff takes every day, anywhere between 12 and 18,000, 4 to 9 miles a day. I couldn't find Go Amanda and Shrudy's for some reason. I don't know where they were, but go Amanda, go Shrudy, go Kayla, go Lindsay. It's definitely not, I don't walk that much every day. They walk a ton. Kayla, you are welcome to use the UTV anytime it's not full of stuff. And if you want to use it more often, go for it. But honestly, it probably won't help that much. But at least going up and down the hill, you're welcome to use it. So, absolutely amazing. All right. Top 3 employees. Stompy, Winnie, and Appa. This was a request from chat to do the top 3 employees. So there you go. There are our employees. So Winnie is arguably number 1, but Stompy gets number 1 because he was harassing me in the pasture for hours while I hand covered the trench just a few nights ago. So that's why he gets up there. So, all right. Top chatters. We've had, since Alveus has been founded, 3 million messages. My favorite chatter here at the top is Fossabot with 141K. So, number 2, we got Logan. Number 3, Made from Chaos. Number 4, Marie. Number 5, Dan. 6, Vip Hippo. 7, Lake. Number 8, Honeybee. Number 9, Like the Cheese, Brie. 10, Ewok. 11, It's Big Al. 12, Mick. Mick, get those numbers up, rookie. So, I thought it was pretty fun. Everybody on that list needs to touch grass. All right. And then top emotes, like the Twitch emotes, not 7 TV's next, but the top emotes. Alveus Love just kills it. Just so much more Alveus Love than the rest. Alveus Cheer, Alveus Dance, Alveus Hey, Lol, Heart, Alveus Nod, Alveus Siren, Alveus Winnie. But there's a big disparity between those top 2 versus everything else. So actually kind of crazy. So you guys are getting those numbers up. All right.
People Pog, wow.
Tully Bunny resubbed for 3 months.
Thank you for the 3 months. All right. Top 7 TV emotes. Oh, Joe Rogan, Shimmy, LOL, LMFAO, LMAO. Ah! Hey, so cute. Why is O on there? twice. That's crazy. Au, pog, giggle. So, yeah, this is, I'm surprised Way Too Danks is not on there, actually. So, I think it's cool. I think those cool stats. It's cool stats to pull. 9th is the old one that the background's in. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's a good one. All right. Alveus highlights of 2024. Shruti Amanda joined us. I mean, that's got to be the number one biggest highlight. It's been huge to have that help, to have their how they fit into the culture of Alveus and actually help build Alveus out and build the culture has been so amazing, so perfect. We couldn't be happier with the staff that we have here, and we would not be where we're at without staff like this. So I really appreciate them moving very far to come here. Should have been a full screen picture of Milady. Yeah, should have. But yeah, no, really, we really appreciate them coming out. And I don't think they regret it. I hope not. If you do regret it, don't tell me. All right, Alveus highlights. A1 Timber, rest in peace, Timber. But yeah, we got the Wolf Dogs. That was huge. That was a huge thing for Alveus, both for viewership, for money raised, but also just it just took Alveus up to a different level with enclosure builds, how we build stuff out, processes, and it's the foundation, I think, for the rest of Alveus. Like, that was like the point where we really had to step it up, elevate everything about Alveus, and the community helped support us to do that. And I think it's just going to be exponential growth from here on out, which is so amazing. So, other highlights: Push Pop came to us. Actually, we met Push Pop when the Super Bowl was, but Push Pop got introduced during the Valentine's Day stream. So, Smush is amazing. Love Smush. So, love that. Yeah, my screen keeps. Nope. There's no good spot for it. Yeah. Another highlight. TwitchCon with a 100K donation, and then Twitch charity, 165K. Last quarter, 265K. Which the TwitchCon 100K, we'll talk about where that's going. And then the Twitch charity, we're going to talk about where that's going too. Winston. So it's actually, it's insane and has changed Alveus for the better. So it's changed Alveus forever, I should say. And then we had rat cams, chin cams. I don't have lower left, sure. We had the chin cams, the rat cams, rest in peace. The rats, miss them very much. But we had those cams added in as well. And then we also had these reptile enclosure plus cams returned, but even better. Lucas absolutely killed this. It is so beautiful. It's a little bit more weight than we expected over there, so we're actually getting that side of the building reinforced. Plus, we're putting a server rack in the studio as well, so we're reinforcing everything to make sure it can hold all this weight, because I don't think it was really built to hold all that. So, really excited to add more weight under the floor, because we're getting ready for the fish tank that's going to go in the studio. So Noodle loves it. This also elevated Alveus to a different level. And this is the type of quality that we want to take to all the enclosures. I'm going to tell you how we're going to do it in a little bit. We're getting there to the leaks, but getting there. Pollinator garden. God, it's so freaking beautiful. Shout out Pokimane for giving us this the funds to be able to do this, and it's also gonna, once we're complete with this in the spring and the project starts going, this also elevates Alveus to just a different level. So really love what we're doing here. Rip Tree, but we'll get a new one in there very soon. I am starting to like plants more than I thought I would. So shout out Dr. Allison for helping us with this. Huge shout out to all the volunteers that put in a lot of work for this as well. So very excited. So up next, let's leak it. So does anybody have any ideas who we might be hiring? Does anybody have any ideas? Lucas. All right, we are hiring Lucas. Lucas is coming on board January 4th. He'll be at the Stay Hardathon. He'll be staying hard with the rest of us during that time.
Pokey
He's excited.
1993 resubbed for 9 months.
9 months. Thank you so much. Lucas is going to be an amazing addition to Alveus. He's going to elevate the enclosures that we're going to do. He's going to be on enclosures specifically. His first start is finishing up Georgie's tank. He's already been coming here a lot to do some projects, but he's going to finish Georgie. He's going to work on the studio, and then he's going to start revamping all the enclosures to get it to the level that we want it to. Lucas Lore, he can tell you more about it, but he's done a lot with other large reputable AZA zoos and stuff like that to help with their enclosures. He's very, very knowledgeable about reptiles and plants and a lot of other construction things as well. So he's going to be taking the workload of like the daily care of reptiles, insects off of the animal care staff, and the rest of the time he's going to be doing projects, which is going to free up time for animal care staff to focus on things that they are more passionate about and more skilled. So Lucas will need an emote, yes. So tuned in at the right time, yes. If you didn't know, Lucas and Shruti date, if you already didn't know that. So they can carpool. Yay. The other announcements. Mick has been doing an amazing job with the socials, with YouTube, and we're going to bring in some more help. Mick's going to really focus on the Alveus Highlights channel, and we're going to have Colton, that you've seen, who's been doing a lot of cameraman, is going to help with the Alveus YouTube channel. We're going to put out more Alveus main YouTube videos as well. But Drake's in chat for Mick for all of that, for all the work that he's done. Absolutely amazing. We wouldn't be where we are without Mick's creativity and dedication and drawings and graphic design. And then we're bringing in young Jeff to help with socials, Twitter and Instagram, which is huge. And they're going to do a lot more in-person things as well, which, Mick, if you lived, 2,000 miles closer, you could pop in, take some pictures. But it's kind of hard for Mick to do that. So young Jeff is going to be a huge asset for that kind of thing. So he'll be up here and add a lot of value to Alveus and elevate Alveus there. So he's starting tomorrow, Jeff is. And Colton, I think, also starts tomorrow as well, starting on the 1st. So, and then I've talked about this before. The green energy at Alveus is very, very important for us to be carbon neutral. I would like to get it done in 2 years. It's going to be hard, but we've had 3 solar surveys already for getting this done very, very soon. And with solar, Big McLarge Huge is a major donor for this solar. So thank you, Drake's in chat, for Big McLarge Huge there. And we're going to get generators. We are going to have, I'm hoping to have backup generators installed mid-January when Sparky Nick is here. That's going to be run off of propane most likely, but we're going to overproduce solar. We're going to get more solar panels than we need to overproduce and offset any carbon that we use with the propane generators. And hopefully in time, we'll have the generator installed before the Texas grid takes a shit in the winter. If it ever actually turns to winter here in Texas, who knows? Might not. So we're gonna do that, and then every enclosure that we build or have already built that has a south-facing roof, or we'll try to put in south-facing roofs for all of our enclosures, we will put on solar panels for there to offset any power that we use there as well. We're not doing batteries because they're stupid expensive and they just don't fit what we need, but we're going to use the grid like batteries, and we don't really use a lot of power in the evening. So we're going to overproduce, send the power into the grid during the day, and then we'll pull power from the grid in the evenings, but it'll be very little. Connor, do DIY off-grid solar way cheaper and easy. We're going to be doing that we have two grids at Alveus. We have the old grid and the new grid. The old grid, we're getting a professional company to come in for that because it's a little bit more complex. The new grid can take some time. We're already in a really, really good deal from the company that we're using. We're give you guys like more behind the scenes of that stuff in the future, but we're getting a really, really good deal there. Actually priced better than some of the DIY stuff that I got quotes for. And then for the new grid, we're going to DIY ourselves. So all the animal enclosures, we will just add solar on there with microinverters. So cold front supposed to come in around the 10th. Good to know. So also we're running out of, we've got so much stuff to do. It's just more efficient to have a company come in and do solar for the old grid. So, all right. And I talked about this a little bit at TwitchCon, but we are pushing forward to Global Federation of Animal Sanctuary accreditation, which is the highest accreditation that we can get besides AZA. We're just not at that level yet, monetary wise, size wise. And this is going to take a long time. We can't start the application process till we get backup power for all the enclosures that need them. And then it takes a year process, but it's only, it's really not that much to apply for. I think your original, it's just a lot of paperwork. They come out, look at your sanctuary, look over everything, and you have to comply. We already comply with, I just actually finished doing permit updates for U.S. Fish and Wildlife, USDA, Texas Parks and Wildlife, and then we'll have the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuary looking over all that even more. So we already have an in-depth view. Those federal and state agencies already look at Alveus a ton. They come out here, they look through everything and make sure we're all up to standard. And then this organization will come in and do even more. So we're transparent anyway. And you guys can kind of see everything that we're doing. But Toast asked, what's the point of getting accredited? It would be, it gives people that might not watch the live cams like you guys do, give you guys a better first impression, know that we are doing the best of the best. This also opens up us for grants and legitimizes the organization. That's one part of it, yeah. But also, it's really good to have like a non-government that can be influenced by politics, have a non-government organization look over in not a biased way, very unbiased. And they're also looking at all these other sanctuaries and they can be like, hey, we saw it this place. They did it like this. And it's working out really well for them. Maybe you guys could try that. They publish guides that are amazing. I use their guides are better than the AZA guides. Like they have just higher standards in some regards than AZA. I use the guides to build the wolf enclosure and the fox enclosure and love their in-depth guides. So it's just really, it's just nice to have. And I think would bring a lot of like accreditation or qualification to like staff as well. So if they do look to go somewhere else, which I hope they never try to go look for another job because we love them and don't want them to go. But if they do, we will never hold them back. We'll always encourage them. But if they're at a accredited facility It makes it easier for them to get other jobs. It makes it easier for us to attract talent as well. So the pawn is from the guide. Yes, Joe, definitely. So anyway, there's some cool stuff there. So I can talk more about it if you guys are interested. Feel free to ask some questions here at the end. Happy to help answer those. So Maya gave me permission to leak it. And yo, thanks for the $10.
C donated $10 to Alveus.
So the enclosures and the ambassadors. If you've been paying attention, you might not be surprised by this. But hoping by Q2, we're going to start building 2 bird of prey enclosures. 2 bird of prey enclosures. That's all I'm allowed to leak, but they are birds of prey. So, the exact species or ambassador is up for, we're not 100% sure, but we're pretty sure. But nothing's ever for sure. Because once I don't want to get you guys hopes up like, oh, we're gonna have birds of prey, by the end of the year. Once the enclosures are built, then I have to submit for permits, because you can't submit for permits before the enclosure's built, which I've already done. And they're like, nope, you need enclosures built. And then it'll take probably a year, if we're lucky, for them to say, yep, your enclosure is good. Now, then you have to submit paperwork to transfer that bird of prey from one facility to here. And that could take 6 months. So, maybe if we're lucky, the permit for the enclosure will be 6 months, and then the transfer will be 6 months. So it's a year. U.S. Fish and Wildlife is slow because they're understaffed. So it's going to take a while. That's why we need to get these enclosures built sooner rather than later, so we can just get the process going. And then once we know like a arrival time, then we can like really deck out the enclosures. So Alveus did have a bird of prey once. Yes. That is true. So no polar bear. No. This is the Winston emote. So, all right. Up next, fiber. You guys know what we're doing. We're putting fiber in. We're digging trenches. We're elevating all the cams. Everything's going to have direct fiber back to the server rack that we're putting in the laundry room, and we're putting a mini split in that laundry room to deal with the server rack. And big shout out to all the super nerds in the Alveus Associates chat that's diving headfirst into the server rack, the fiber, and just absolutely killing it. Echo has been huge in there for building out some complex diagrams. It's actually crazy. Super nerds, yeah. 1 to 10 gig around. So thank you guys so much. It's amazing. So the other future stuff at Alveus that you guys know already is the new studio, the new HQ that I'm already in, that we've already been here. I guess that's a highlight. I guess the HQ is more of a highlight because we've got the HQ. Absolutely amazing. Georgie is getting a new enclosure. That's why the cam hasn't been on. Maybe some new cams in there. In the studio, Maya gave a basic tour of it, I think during Christmas. So you can go back and view that VOD if you want. Did you run out of emotes here? Yes, I did. But the new studio is going to have a new ambassador in it as well, which is plant ambassadors. We are building a living wall, and hopefully it'll have threatened or endangered or conservation-minded plants. Thank you so much again.
Donated $25 to Alveus.
Thank you so much for the 25. Huge. Thank you. We want to talk about plants because they are very important and underserved in the conservation world, just like bugs. So, with Lucas being here, he's built living walls before. He's the plant guy. He can build this out so fast and so well. I love it. Love it so much. And it's going to really elevate the studio. and like make it feel like a different place. So more on that in the future as we only have like some concept drawings and stuff like that, which I should have just put in here. I don't know why I didn't do that now that I thought about it, but we're doing a vlog of that, so you will get to see that. All right, what else do I have on here? Oh, new cams. Here we go. The Foxes are going to get new cameras. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Selmagazel, if I said that right. Foxes, new cams. Marmoset, outdoor, new cam. Pasture, at the bottom, new cam looking up. Pollinator guard, new cam. Yeah, we're getting these really nice cameras here. Not for all of them, but for most of them. So, they're insane cameras. Insane. So the once we have fiber in, these new cams come in here mid-January with Sparky Nick, who got us a really, really good deal on them. And excited for you guys to see them. And yes, I'm running out of emotes. I didn't want to keep using the same ones over and over again. But this would not be possible without the volunteers. Thank you so much to the hardest group of people that I know. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for the 50.
Cleo_C donated $50 to Alveus.
Thank you so much.
People pop, wow.
The volunteers have elevated. Yes, Mick, I did save the screenshots. Of course. Z, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 to Purple Martin. To Joe. Alveus would not be where it's at without these volunteers working their butt off. I mean, it's so huge that we could have a community come out here, have fun out here, and do so much work and never complain about it ever. So the volunteers, especially this Saturday, really stepped up and help us complete. They're out here till 11 p.m. They did a 12-hour volunteer day to help get the pasture, conduit, fiber, power, water installed in one day and trenches covered so the animals wouldn't break their legs in the trenches. So there's no words to really express how thankful I am. But you guys, if I were to put it in monetary value, you guys have saved us tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in labor and helping Alveus do things fast and fun. You guys are content too. It's so much fun. So these people know how to stay rock hard. That is true. So thank you guys so much. That is the review of Alveus in 2024. We're so excited for 2025. Can't wait for what's going to happen here. It's going to be hard to beat the 2024 numbers, but maybe we will. Maybe we'll do it. So, what's with this end screen? I just, you should get all the emotes in here. So, these are some of my favorite emotes. So, that is the review. Do you guys have any questions? Is there a plan for when the next P.O. box is opening? I think it will be Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. Nia, thanks for the tier 1. Next P.O. box, yeah. Would be during the Stay Hardathon. So the 7th, the end of the Stay Hardathon, I guess, technically. Yeah. No? Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay Hardathon ends at the 6th because we're doing 6 days instead of 5 now. So second to last day. Stompy Splash Pad. We're Q2 work. Lucas is going to help with that. When is Joe coming back? Anytime he is welcome. Any updates on Friend for AWA? We have reached out to a few organizations now for AWA. We're waiting to hear back, and we've got some prospects. So, is it physically possible to build something that Finn can't eat? Probably not. When will the 2024 financial report be released? We've gotten a lot better financial systems. I've got a lot more help, so the backlog's not as much as it was last year.
Stolen Army _
Probably
just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Yo, Stolen, thank you for the 5. Financial report, annual report, be released for 2024, probably sooner than it was for 2023, which I think we released it August or something like that. So it'll be sooner than that. My goal is like end of Q2. So that's my goal. We'll see. How's the coral tank progressing? Really well. Getting the floors reinforced even more because I'm scared and I want to be extra safe. We've got a crack to fill still, but we hopefully during the Stay Hardathon we can bring the coral tank into the studio as long as the leak test is negative.
Resubbed for 18 months.
Like it doesn't leak. Thank you so much. Let's see what other questions are there. When is Allison coming back? I hope in the spring. How hard can you stay? You guys will see during the Stay Hardathon. Did we get chips back yet? Yes. Behind me. Right there. When's all the fiber stuff arriving? They are struggling to get that to me in a fast manner. I'm not sure. I'll find out though. Collab that generated the most donations. It was Ray or Hassan. Ray might have beat Hassan, I think. Begone a bit. Is there a subathon coming? We aren't able to do subathons like we used to. So like Stay Hardathon's kind of taking the place of that subathon, which is just a 12-hour, 6-day work stream where we're going to have 3 cameras that we're going to jump around and 3 different teams doing different projects and staying super hard and working a ton. So that's what we'll do. Will we get Purple Martins this year? I hope so. Actually, back in May in the area, I think. Well, come on by, Mr. Joe. When do we get Fireside Animal Care Chats? After Sparky Nick is here and can put electrical for the fireplace. Can we get some more boxes for Reed? Yes. Does Alveus plan to expand its donor base beyond the Twitch audience, email campaigns, other ad awareness campaigns, etc.? Potentially, Witchy, not probably in the 2025 plan, but it's probably like the 10-year plan. I don't know exactly when, but yeah, it's definitely not a no. Let's see what other favorite memory of 2024. It's not a stream memory, but I've got a song I used to listen to every day I was coming in to build the I don't know, I'll play it in the background. It's a little cheesy. But it's okay. I found it on TikTok and I really, really love it. So this is a song. It's called Hide. DMCA. I don't know if this one's DMCA. You can just pull this out, Mick, if you want to. Just pull it out. Cut it out. Every day I would drive into work when we were building the wolf enclosure. I would listen to this because it was such a dream to be able to build this wolf enclosure and just go all in on it. And that we were getting wolves so fast. And it was not that stressful to do. Because it was just so much fun. It was a dream. So this made me feel like I was in a dream and made me think of, getting Awa and Timber and releasing them in there and have them having such a great time and a great life in there. So I think it was my favorite memory. It just brings me so much joy that I got to do this. And you guys were able to come along with the ride. So that was my favorite memory, I think. How much did you raise with Feed for Winnie? It was 27 something. Where'd it go? I lost it. Where in the stats did I do it? Did I not put that on there? Yeah, I did. Wait, did I put the feed stat in here? No. Did I not do that? Okay, well, what? I had it in here. I remember writing it. Hold on, let me pull it up. So feeder total, since we started the feeder, Winnie has raised $11 shy of 28K. And the hat, since it's starting, has raised 6K. So, insane. 28K, not 2.8, 28. How did I not put that in here? I had her moving up. Okay, whatever. Might have got deleted. So anyway, insane. That's a valuable cow. She is a cash cow. Yes. I think, what other questions? Did I miss anything? Did you like all the memes? Do you want to see more stuff in the future like this, like next year? Maybe a little bit more polished. Maybe a little bit more, some music in there, a little bit more theatrical. I'd like it. Yes, please. That's awesome. More memes. Okay. More DMCA. Okay. Recaps are fun. Yeah. I want to do more meme presentations as a whole in general about things here and there because it's fun. But more staff picks. Yes. Annual recap would be good. Yeah, I'll keep elevating it every year. So are there any plans to change the regular stream schedule? Or are you happy how it is? So yeah, we keep doing 2:30. 2:30 p.m. 6 days a week. Maya told me to mention something else about her stream schedule. And I forgot what it was. She's going to fire me for that. Alveus PowerPoint party. Yes. Quarterly meetings. Sure. What else was I? Tooth hurdy. Yeah. 2:30. Oh, what was it? Yeah, okay. I think it was just the 2:30 stuff. Stay Hardathon is going to start on Friday, 8 a.m. CT till 8 p.m. That first 4 hours of the Stay Hardathon is us like doing a good bit of prep, and then 12 o'clock Maya's going to do a stream, prepping for a potential new wolf dog, and that will kind of be like the real start of it all. So it's going to be a great time. There'll be a PO box stream that first Tuesday of January, so the 7th. So, do you know when the next collab is? We've paused collabs till I think end of February, beginning of March. With who I forget who Maya mentioned, but we've got it paused because we're redoing the studio, so it's gonna be a lot different when we actually do it. Is it Cutie? Okay. I think Cutie was maybe second. I don't know. It changes. So it would be really cool if Cutie was the first one on the new studio and stuff like that. So do you plan to grow operations facilities team? Yeah. So like Lucas is under animal care and facilities / operations. We've got contractors. I'm hoping not to hire out too much more. There's only so much we can do in this 15 acres. I don't think I'm going to need help past, Nick, Lucas, and then Colton from time to time. Colton's transitioning less from operations, more. Oh, I forgot that does that thing. Less from operations and more into, camera work and YouTube and stuff. There are a lot of virtual volunteers that are helping a lot too. So, I made your whole day. Well, I'm glad I could make your whole day. Thank you for hanging out. More things on wish list, please. We've got to make sure that we use the stuff that comes in on the wish list. We don't overstock and lose space for things. So we're trying to find that balance there. But the animal care staff is going to utilize the wish list a lot more in 2025 because they're going to have places to store things. So, Dr. Allison, hello, Happy New Year. 2025. Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember what Maya was wanted me to say, and to not, now I can be unfired. 2025, you've heard her say, is year of the analytics. So she's doing a lot more micro events. So I think the first one is January 15th, Hat Day or something like that. There's a lot of really cool stuff that they're planning to do to bring more content more consistently to you guys. That's fun for the animals, utilizing the cams a lot more. And year of the metrics, there's going to be a call to actions, hopefully on all of the micro events. But we want to encourage people to take action in conservation things. Click the links we send, because if we can show tangible conservation that Alveus audience is doing, it will get more organizations to do more stuff online. We'll publish results. When we're talking to organizations, make it worth their while to know that social media is not just a place to post memes or to do like updates here and there, but it can be a bigger part of their education and action mission. So you guys are helping build that out. How often does Wishlist get refilled? As needed. So CTAs, yes. Yeah, but mostly memes, yes. Not just running events, but also sharing the data publicly. Yep. We're doing a lot of that stuff too. So just big shout out to all the online volunteers. I should have made an online volunteer section on here as well. But the online volunteers, mods, cam ops, all the developers that are doing stuff behind the scenes on the website, like Matt and PJ, you working on the website, actually crazy. The website's amazing. Drake's in chat for them. Huge. Absolutely huge. Shout out to the editors. Shout out to the people watching all of our stuff and supporting us. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. Staff, absolutely amazing. Maya's pretty cool too. Space is a tech god. Kayla keeps dealing with me somehow, but she's amazing at animal care. Shruti, Lindsay, Amanda, amazing animal care. This year's just been amazing. The board of directors, like Joe here, Joelle, huge thank you. Allison, Evan, all the other one-off chats. Hopefully we can have more of in the future. Huge. Hope I'm not forgetting anybody. But so excited for what 2025 brings. Anything else I need to say to run it out? Nick, Colton, being super hard, digging through this rock with ease. You forgot yourself. It's pretty unremarkable, so not going to worry about it. Custard for all the fun times. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get ready for the Stay Hardathon, and I can't wait to drink probably about 100 Red Bulls during that time. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow at 2:30 for my stream. You guys have a good one. Goodbye.